program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place. Go beyond.
Securities offered through Aventex Investment Services, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Aventex Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Aventex affiliated insurance agency.
Welcome to the Go Beyond show. It's Tuesday night. You know what that means. It's the Go Beyond show night. And I am your host, Jordana Foster. And as you may know, at the beginning of last year, I decided that there was going to be one key word that I would highlight for each show. Do you have any idea what the word of the day is? The word of the day is referrals. And we're going to unpack that in a minute with my amazing guests. So as a business coach, as a leadership and communication trainer, as a motivational speaker, I am extremely passionate about helping business owners and business professionals and team leaders and managers to get out of their own way, to get unstuck, and to really discover what it is that's holding them back from achieving the goals that they have for their life, for their business, and for their career. From virtual and in-person mindset shift workshops and communication and leadership training programs to corporate training programs designed for business professionals, for business owners, for those teams to really enhance their communication skills, to up-level their mindset, and really take their performance to the next level to get the optimal results they not only desire, but they deserve. Now more than ever, having a thinking partner, an accountability partner, a business coach to help guide you through these still uncharted waters that we are still trying to figure out, aren't we? To help you think not only creatively, but strategically, and then to take action. It's not a luxury anymore to have a business coach, a mindset coach, and a mentor. It is an absolute game changer. So if you're ready, and I mean really ready, to take you and your business and your career to the next level, to go beyond the excuses and expectations, contact me for a complimentary lunch and learn if you have a team at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready Set Go Beyond, or contact me on my website, johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. Or if you're a business owner and you want a complimentary discovery session, here's the thing. If you want to grow your business, if you want to advance in your career, it needs to start with you first. The growth needs to start from within to show on the outside. It is time for you to step up, show up, and never give up. It is time for you to go beyond. So I am so thrilled and excited to welcome my very special guest tonight, Matthew Bodkin. There you are. Hi there. Hey. President and CEO of Building Financial Solutions. Welcome to the show again, Matt. It is an absolute pleasure always to have you. Matt is an exceptional financial planner and wealth advisor and a valued contributor on the Go Beyond show. And tonight we will be talking about, what's the word of the day? Referrals, giving them and receiving them, and the really big role, the very important role that they play in our daily lives, both personally and professionally. And that's going to be the focus of our conversation tonight. So Matt, how are you? Welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
It's always wonderful having you here. Let's jump in and get started. We always have so much to cover. Matt, what is a referral? And can you break it down for us?
Sure. A referral is a connection made between among three people. You have a person with a need, you have a person who can solve that need, and you have a person that I'm going to refer to as the connector that connects the person with the need to the person that can solve the need. I'm going to refer to this person that can solve the need as the referee, or not to be confused with the referee.
Right. Fantastic. Now, let me ask you, why do you think referrals are so important? And I want you, you just explained, I think most people don't realize that there are three players in this, and all of them are very important. Like you said, it's the person who's connecting, who's giving that referral. It's the person who's receiving it, right? And the person who, those three people are so important. Why are referrals so important, Matt?
So we all have needs, right? We all have something that we need, whether it's to sell a house. I need a realtor.
Right.
Maybe I have a pipe that breaks. I need a plumber. I have a health issue or a tooth cracks. I need a dentist or a doctor. And so we have found that one of the best ways to find a professional is to ask a family or friend of some kind, where can we find a great plumber? Where can we find a great realtor? People will go on Google sometimes and Google trying to find if they don't know someone, but that is not the best way to do it. The best way is to find a trusted professional that someone that you know has used, and that is why referrals are so important.
That's a really great explanation. And when you're talking about the importance, right, what do you consider to be the value? We're all talking about adding value and providing value and getting value back. What do you consider to be the true value of referring? I love when you explain this.
So a couple of months ago, Jordana, we talked about trust and how it's created. And so the value that a person that is doing the connecting has is they're not just connecting two people. We think of that too simply. We are assisting in solving a problem, and we are improving our trust and our connection with not one but both people. Because when we make a good referral or a connection with two people, one that has a need and one that can solve the need, and that person does a good job, it's an incredible improvement in my relationship if I'm the one that's if I'm in the position of a connector with both people.
So essentially, all parties involved are receiving value. That value component, as well as that trust, plays such a role for all three parties involved. So that's really great. And when you think about referrals, and when we've talked about this topic so often, the idea of when it happens, how it's created or established, right? The beginning portion of it. How is a referral created? How is it established? What are the beginnings when it actually takes place? And you really have a great example or a story of this that I think illustrates this wonderfully for the audience. Can you share that with us, please?
Sure. So we talk with our friends and our family all the time. We're talking and we're listening. And oftentimes when two people are talking, it's the same concept, right? They're talking and they're listening.
Right.
And oftentimes we're in the position of a listener. We are hearing a need, or we're hearing maybe a complaint or something that's going on in somebody's lives. And it's not always a complaint. Sometimes somebody just needs something. I'm going to give you an example. We're going to have a little fun with this.
Okay, great.
I'm going to give you a personal example.
Okay.
So you, Jordana, are talking with a friend of yours.
Right.
And this friend is single and says to you, man, I'm looking for my lifelong partner. I would love to have somebody I can travel with. I've been alone for too long. I want to somebody to support me and be in my corner and just, develop a lifelong relationship with someone that I can grow and build with.
Right.
And you're hearing this, right? And you're hearing the need. And you're thinking to yourself, I have another friend that actually might be a good fit for you. And so you connect these two people, right? You bring them together. They go on a date, their first date. And let's assume it goes well and they hit it off and they have an incredible time. And not only do they have a great date, they're dating. They date for months, weeks, years, they get married, they have kids. They have developed an incredible relationship because you connected these two people. You heard the need,
Right.
and you had somebody that could help. So what does that mean? What's the value that you've brought to these people? What do you think somebody is going to ask when they meet this couple, this married couple?
Oh, how did you meet? Probably.
How did you meet? That's exactly right. How did you meet? That's
Right.
it. Nailed it. And that's because you introduced them. And they're going to bring up the story for as long as they live, the positive memories that you have made just by connecting them. And you have changed their lives, the value. And what is the value? My God. I mean, you've changed the life of people, and you become part of their story forever.
Oh my goodness. I love how you took, it's so interesting that you took the personal perspective, right? Because so many times we do use business examples and professional examples, but that's something that we all could identify with, right? From a personal standpoint. And how people connect with each other through a referral. How do you think, now you just illustrated from that, but when the person is referring somebody to someone that they obviously know, like, and trust, how do two people connect from that referral that is taking place?
So when you ask me how people are connecting, usually the person that is the connector takes the lead on how to connect
Right.
two people.
Okay.
Usually it's a phone call to introduce both people, or an email to introduce two people. When I do it, typically I like to have a conference call with three people on the line, introducing, I'm listening, maybe I'm on the line with just one person and they're explaining a need. And all of a sudden everyone goes, oh, I know someone that can help you.
Right.
And in that moment, I will add that person to my call, and we'll have a three-way call, and I'll be a fly on the wall, and I'll explain briefly, why we're together, and I'll let the two of them talk, because I am in the position of the connector when that happens.
And you are, I must say, an incredible connector. You're always looking to, this goes even beyond you being, with your expertise and knowledge as a financial advisor and planner, but how you always look to serve. And I guess that continues in who you are to your core, to connect people and to help serve and add value and just makes, solve problems and help people get into a better situation, no matter what those situations are. So I really appreciate, and I hope everybody is getting to know you, and who you are and how you help on so many different levels, because that's a really important insight into the person that you are personally, as well as professionally, which I think is definitely a differentiator. Matt, how can someone who's, looking for financial advice to build that financial security, to that happy retirement, whether it's, the annuities and the retirement plan and all of the inheritances and all of the different components that you offer advice for as a financial advisor and a wealth advisor, how can somebody contact you for that complimentary consultation?
Sure. So we can be reached on my website. The name of my company, if you can remember it, is buildingfinancialsolutions.com. That's Building Financial Solutions with an S.com, or we can receive a phone call at 954-771-0100. That's 954-771-0100.
Excellent. Well, I highly suggest any of you that are listening on the radio station or watching this either live or the replay, give Matt a call at buildingfinancialsolutions.com. The insights and the knowledge and his credentials and expertise, he can really simplify finance, which is what he really does well, and really help you to set up your financial situation for you and your family. I highly recommend him. So I refer him. So that's the referral. I'm Jordana Foster. Matt, don't go anywhere. Matt Bodkin with Building Financial Solutions. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. We're going to be here after a quick break with our contributors to talk more about the power of referrals. Thank you so much.
Does your pool have a leak? Pool leaks can be extremely costly, mostly because many homeowners don't realize the difference between normal evaporation and a leak. With over 20 years of expertise, LeakWorks provides premier leak detection, repair and pool equipment for pools, spas, and fountains. We've performed thousands of leak detections and repairs for both residential and commercial swimming pools throughout South Florida. We provide comprehensive leak detection using the latest state-of-the-art ultrasonic equipment to dive pools. We specialize in leak detection and repairs, skimmers, pumps, filters, main drains, heaters, lights, saltwater systems, and so many more. Call us at 954-629-3654 or email us at leakworksflorida@gmail.com to set up an appointment. Honest, reliable, dependable, licensed, and insured. LeakWorks. When it comes to pools, we have the tools and expertise to get the job done right.
CNCIAT Software creates technology to help small and medium-sized businesses save time and money. CNCIAT Software sets up the IT infrastructure, which includes your computer, telephone, cloud system, network, email, and security. CNCIAT Software can help you with business automation by developing software, providing accounting software with Sage Intacct, setting up online sales and e-commerce, and customizing apps. Call CNCIAT Software at 954-874-9093 or CNCIAT.com. CNCIAT Software, IT to help you work smarter.
At Building Financial Solutions, we understand that finances, inheritances, and retirement can be stressful, overwhelming, and complicated, and we simplify it together. We guide you through the process of preparing for today and tomorrow. We specialize in investments, inheritances, rollovers, annuities, retirement, estate planning, and insurance. Contact us for a complimentary consultation at 954-771-0100 or on our website, www.buildingfinancialsolutions.com. Building Financial Solutions, simplifying finance. Securities offered through Aventex Investment Services, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Aventex Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Aventex Affiliated Insurance Agency.
You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470. Welcome back to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. I'd like to thank my contributors. First, LeakWorks, which is your leak detection expert. Every kind of pool repair that you need, leak detection and repair, over 25 years in the business, licensed and insured, residential and commercial. Contact leakworks.com for all your pool repair and leak detection needs. CNCIAT Software, IT services, software and development and business automation, IT to help you work smarter and not harder. And don't we need to do that? Work smarter, not harder. And of course, Building Financial Solutions, Matthew Bodkin, a private wealth management firm that helps you to simplify finance. And finance can be so complicated, and that's why having Matthew Bodkin with Building Financial Solutions to help you simplify it is a real game changer, and I highly recommend it. So welcome back, Matt Bodkin with Building Financial Solutions. We are continuing the conversation all about the importance and the power of referrals. And, you know, Matt, last month, I believe, we talked about, and you mentioned this a little earlier, the topic of trust and how important that is. And I'm curious, what do you think the effect on trust is, the role that trust, and you touched upon this a little, but I'd like you to go into this a little deeper because, you know, when you refer someone or you receive that referral from someone with a problem or issue that we have either personally or professionally, having someone that you know, like, and trust, they have to check all of those boxes, or why refer. I mean, that you're passing on that trust to that other person. You're giving them that stamp of approval. So could you share with us, because your insights are amazing, the role that trust plays when you refer someone to someone else?
So you need to consistently refer good people to your friends and family and colleagues. That's so important. And being consistent is required for people to be able to trust you. Because if you make a bad referral to someone and it doesn't work out, or they don't do the job, do you think that person is going to come back to you again when they have another need?
No.
No. And it destroys the chain of trust when you make a bad referral. So it's so important to have a good, if you want to be a connector or to have a good network, it's important to have an incredible network of good, strong people that will take care of a need.
Right. And you just said something very interesting. The fact that if it's a bad referral, it's not only going to upset the person receiving that, if you don't have that know, like, and trust, those factors involved that you really are passing on, not just giving a name of somebody that you don't know or that you haven't worked with or know somebody that has, but what it does to the relationship of that connector with that end person. Isn't that something as far as what that's going to do to that relationship, right?
Absolutely. It hurts the relationship amongst the connector to both parties, because that's the whole idea. They come to you, it builds relationships when it's a good referral, but if it doesn't work out, it hurts the relationships with both people.
Exactly. That's why it's so important to be able to build your database, if you will, to build those people, those resources, and your network, your sphere of influence with people that you know, like, and trust, so that when you are passing those referrals, they're good ones. And then it's establishing a better relationship with all three parties involved. So I have an interesting question, because you're an incredible, like I said, connector. We all know that and have heard that, and you're always trying and doing your best to see what people need and then matching people up with the right resources and people. How do you approach referrals differently? Like, are you doing anything now differently than maybe you did before when it comes to the referral process and how you're approaching that?
So I had a case 6 years ago where I identified somebody that I really wanted to have a relationship with, a connection with.
Right.
And I thought would be a good business. And this person calls me 6 years ago, actually asking me if I do bookkeeping, and I don't. Mm-hmm. And all I said to this person is, I don't do bookkeeping, click. And I felt terrible after that was over. That person had finally called me, and I was referred to this person to do bookkeeping, and I didn't do that. So not only did I hurt the relationship and not have a relationship with the person that called me, but the person who referred me as the bookkeeper actually was a current client, and I no longer work with the person who did the referring because of that shortfall. But what if I had a bookkeeper that I could refer this person who called me to?
Right.
And I would add that person to the call and say, hey, let's have a conversation, and this person can do a good job. I could have had a good relationship with not one, but both of the people.
Absolutely. So I know we're wrapping up right now. When it comes to referrals with you as a financial advisor, the credibility, your credentials, which are incredible, and you're one of only a few in the whole country that has the credentials that you do, and there's respect and trust that you offer. Why is it so important? I guess we're wrapping up. Just the importance of somebody referring you. If you can just finalize that, I think that would be great.
As I mentioned, it's really important to have good people in your network. And so when I am the one that is referred, right, not the connector now, I'm the referee, it's really important that I do a good job so that you can develop a better relationship with the person that is being referred to me. And so we'll take care of them.
And I can't imagine anything more important than your finances, to be able to have that know, like, and trust and that referral. And that would be Matthew Bodkin, President and CEO of Building Financial Solutions. Matt, thank you so much for really sharing your great insights and knowledge into why referrals are so important and why referring, I'm going to bring this full circle, referring someone like Matt Bodkin as with building financial solutions to help you with your financial needs. It is quote time, and here you go. When you give a referral, you give a little bit of your reputation along with it. And that's Dr. Ivan Misner. And that's exactly what we talked about. That's what Matt Bodkin from Building Financial Solutions does. And that's what you can do. And please, Matt, how can they contact you for a complimentary consultation to find out how they can really build for that happy retirement?
So we're only a phone call away. 954-771-0100. That's 954-771-0100. And on my website, buildingfinancialsolutions.com.
Well, it is always such a pleasure. Always gain so much insight when we have these great conversations. And thank you for adding value to our audience, to us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Look forward to seeing you next month on Ready, Set, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Catch us here every Tuesday night at 7:30, live on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond and WWNN. Matt Bodkin, Building Financial Solutions, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and professionally. Learn how to take you and your business to the next level. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and share my video, because sharing is caring. Contact me at 305-753-6758 or go to my website at readysetgobeyond.com.
Securities offered through Aventex Investment Services, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Aventex Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Aventex affiliated insurance agency.